What's up, Team Gamertag? So, the Black Ops 2 multiplayer servers went up yesterday, the same day that I got the game. And I went on Twitter and said, hey, let me know what questions you'd like to have answered. I've pretty much skipped eating and bathing since I got the game. It's a service I provide for you guys. So here are the questions that you asked, and here are my answers to them. Let's get going. Are the maps colorful or dull like Modern Warfare 3? So, kind of a tricky question. Like, are the maps colorful? I would say absolutely yes. They are, I want to say, as colorful as any Call of Duty game has ever been. Somewhere along the lines of where Modern Warfare 2 is, there are maps that are even more colorful than Terminal is. But when he said dull like Modern Warfare 3, I never really considered Modern Warfare 3 to be a game that lacked color. I thought World at War did, and I thought that Black Ops 1 did, but not Modern Warfare 3. So anyway, yes, it is absolutely colorful, especially on the scale of what Call of Duty games look like, but it's not as colorful as, say, like a Team Fortress 2, which is, more cartoony. But let's keep going. Woody, because of the added incentive for playing the objective, do you think more players will play unpopular game modes like Sabotage? This one's tough to answer. I haven't played Savo yet, but I do think that it is going to impact people playing the objective in certain games. In Domination, sadly, capping flags is still incredibly dangerous. Treyarch has a philosophy of putting their B-Dom in particular like way out in the open with windows surrounding it everywhere. So, you're just not going to build up streaks by capping B-Dom from other people. On the other hand, you can build up streaks by getting more critical kills, getting kills while people are trying, like getting defends and stuff like that. So, it is going to impact people, I think, to stay near like hotspots. But I don't think that, it's going to make people just play the objective, like an MLG Pro would, where it's the only thing they have in mind. The other thing, Sabo, I haven't played, we'll see. But Kill Confirmed, oh my gosh. The incentive to pick up tags is so much greater now. You get 50 points for killing a guy and 100 points for picking up his tag. When you see a tag on the ground, it is no longer this like, should I risk my precious rear end on this tag? It's like, dude, that's worth 2 kills right in front of me. If I can just run this 15 feet, that's 2 kills right there. People are going to be picking up tags like nobody's business. What is the sound like online? All right, I think the sound is exactly what Treyarch is going for. It's not exactly what I want, though, so I'll explain. What I like in a game is really useful sound. I like it to be darn near UAV-like, where I hear footsteps, I know what's going on. I've been honing my sound whoring skills since like 2007 or something like that. And, I'm all about listening to the footsteps and being aware of what's going on. Treyarch, they don't like useful sound, right? So the footsteps, you genuinely can't hear anything with footsteps, like nothing. Like you can run right up on me without dead silence, and it's not even like it was too late for me to react. I will not know until after I'm dead that you came on me. The enemy footsteps are virtually silent. But the other sounds in the game are amazingly good. I love the gun sounds. I love the explosion sounds. I like a lot of the sounds that I'm hearing. And this is the biggest thing. Listen to this. I honestly thought all the way down to my core that there were that I had gotten swatted again. I heard something about get down on the ground or like get down, or I forget what the term was, but it was like, dude, I really thought there were men screaming in my house because of what I was listening to on my headset. So that is the mark that I think Treyarch was going for. For whatever reason, I think Treyarch is trying to not have people benefit from headsets. But, that's something I don't agree with. I like benefiting from a headset. That's what the sound is like. The sound is amazingly good, but not terribly useful. Woody, compare it to another Call of Duty. All right, so I thought about it. How am I going to answer this? I'm going to play like Franken-Duty here, right? I'm going to try to say that this game is a combination of previous games. So here we go. It has the gun recoil of Modern Warfare 3. But it has the bullet damage and like evadability of Black Ops 1. Like there's a halfway point in there because bullets are on target, but the damage isn't so rough. It has the like graphical styling of a Modern Warfare 2. It has probably the best sound out there, but not useful, like I said before. And The map size, I want to say, is a little more Modern Warfare 3-ish. You know, if you were to take Black Ops 2 maps and shrink them all by about 25%, maybe a third, then you would have what I'd call Black Ops 1 maps. You know, what's considered a medium-sized map in Black Ops 2 would probably be one of the smaller maps on Black Ops 1, which personally I like because it just feels more activity based. Like there's always something going on. What I really didn't like was, say, the map array, where when you die, all of a sudden you're not video gaming anymore. You're like hiking, you know, waiting to get back to where you want to be. Whereas I think every time these little maps came up, like Nuketown and Summit and Firing Range, that people were more excited about the maps where there was always something going on. So that's my comparison to previous CODs. I hope that question. I hope I answered it. Could you do a Black Ops 2 Road to Commander? Yes, I can. Actually, I've been sort of planning this for a while now, and the idea was that I was going to play Black Ops 2 Road to Commander. What makes a Road to Commander good is partly, you know, how amazing at the game the guy is, and you just get to see him do it for real game after game. And I don't think, you know, I'm going to amaze you guys. It's partly how well the guy can play and talk at the same time. What I was going to do to try to make my Road to Commander the best one out there, which is, you know, my target, is make it funny. Like, I had this notion where I would punish myself for every time I died. Like, for example, I got new batteries for my electronic bark control collar, and I was going to let out a woof, you know, every time I died and get shocked, and you get to see that on camera. Another one, like there's a loft bed above where I play, and I was going to do a pull-up every time I died, which isn't really that funny through like 5 or 7 pull-ups. That's, I think, what I'm good for. I haven't been doing anything upper body-wise. I broke my hand. But when I get to like my 12th death or something, I think it might be damn near hilarious to watch me, you know, beads of sweat and stuff like that. So that's the objective, you know, to make a really good Black Ops 2 that isn't the stuff that you've seen, Road to Commander and Black Ops 2. This isn't the stuff that you've seen everywhere. A lot of guys have recommended hot sauce, but I'm trying to be cautious about copying K-pop, with, you know, that's her thing. But you know, other stuff like bite into a lemon, whatever, like I don't think that's been done before, and I'm gonna, you know, do my best. So that's the idea for my Road to Black Ops 2. I hope that it turns out really cool. I hope that people like watching it. Which game modes are in Ground War? For people that don't know, this is not a stupid question. In Modern Warfare 3, late in the game, they added Search and Destroy to Ground War. But in Black Ops 2, the answer is Team Deathmatch and Domination. That's what's in Ground War. Does the game seem balanced as far as point streaks go? It's super early to call something balanced or not, but my initial impression is that the balance is nearly perfect. You know, we'll see how things change over time, and when people get, you know, rocket launchers and stuff like that are better at shooting down airstreaks. But as it is now, you know, the harder something is to earn, the more valuable it is, and it kind of matches up just like you would want it to. I will say that I think that airstrikes are more powerful than they were in previous Call of Duties. Right here, I thought I was capping this. I wasn't. So stupid. But I will say that airstrikes do a little more damage than they did before. So you know, that's, if you wanted to get some kills via your streaks, now you get them. Whereas I felt like, say, the attack helicopter in Modern Warfare 3, that's good for like 1 kill, right? It'll be worth more. Everything's worth a little more. An airstrike seems to be getting me doubles and triples all the time, whereas they don't seem to do that in older Call of Duties. Do you think they will constantly improve the game by buffing guns and nerfing them due to being overpowered? Yes. This is something I've actually had a chance to talk to David Vonderhaar, their lead developer, about. And not only do they have a track record from 2 years ago of doing a really good job of supporting the game. I think they provided support for the game like we hadn't seen before. But they also built a lot into this game to make it easier for themselves when they need to modify it. So like, it doesn't, some patches to Call of Duty take nearly an act of Congress to get through Treyarch and then get through Microsoft and then get through their deploy system, and it's a really big deal. And then there are other things that they have, you know, just scripted that they can push out all the time. As a matter of fact, they pushed out 3 playlist updates while I was playing today. 3 times they patched the game. So they're kind of, you know, working furiously to make the game as great as it can be for release day. they have built in a lot of things with regards to how the guns behave, how the streaks behave, how hard it is to earn these things. And they built in ways for them to be able to modify it easily and respond to the community and the statistics they collect on the game. So yeah, I think that we can expect to see active support again. Is the Swarm's kill streak overpowered? Can it be countered by Assassin and Blind Eye? I think it can be countered by Blind Eye. I've earned 2 Swarms, both against bots. They're incredibly hard to earn against regular people. But, you know, against bots, you do get to see the impact of them. I got like 10 and 12 kills each time, which is a lot. And that's like getting 2 Moabs, except that it doesn't have the EMP effect. And the kill streaks across the board commensurate, you know, they coincide with how difficult they are to earn really, really well. The Swarm is incredibly difficult to earn, but if you do somehow get one, it's like 10, 12 kills. You know, I'll say 8 to 12 kills would probably be a better, you know, range. But you know, easier things, like a Dragonfly is not so bad to earn. It seems like it's as powerful as a Chopper Gunner from Modern Warfare 2, except that it's almost as easy to shoot down as a player. So the Dragonfly, that quad rotor thing, is almost like a flying player. You know, how well do you think a flying player would do? Well, pretty well, but he gets shot down out of the sky before too long. That's what a Dragonfly is like. How much movement is required for Ghost to be effective? For those of you that don't know, he's referring to the fact that you can't camp with Ghost anymore. If you stand still, then you'll show up on the radar. And I don't know, the reason why is another thing they've done to sort of nerf Ghost is they've made it come, most points captured, they've made it come really late in the game. So like most of the guys you play with are somewhere in like from 1 to say 30 in terms of their leveling. So I don't think I've seen anyone I've played against yet a high enough level to have actually opened Ghost, which means that assuming people are prestiging all the time, which is pretty common, then most of the time they're not going to have Ghost available to them in this game, which makes UAVs really strong.